yeah, this is going to be a short stream. Got some um, games to cast. Just some games to cast. Um, it's Wolfie's domination on the ladder, which is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Been meaning to cast it, been quite busy, and apologise heaps for that, but I've got a bit of time. Um, got a bit of time to do that. So yeah, um, excited to see this. So yeah, we will
jump into it now. So on the left hand side we have um, on the red we have Knights with Devotion, our friend Wolfie, um, and on the right hand side we have Swan to Witch as the Magyars. Now, with the Franks, they're quite a smooth, swift play. They've got the freak horse collar. They've got the Wolfie plays this a lot. He's got zero audit on them both, which is fantastic. Wolfie's really improved on that, which is amazing, and he's definitely improved a lot as a player. Good luck, have fun. He's been called, but yeah, we got some scouting from Wolfie. He's scouting with the sheep, which is really, really good. Like even just one's good enough, you know. Two's better, but yeah, no, that's fantastic from Wolfie. You got the um, good knights too. Like good thing is you can open up with scouts straight off the bat. You don't need any upgrades, and you can get quite a lot of damage in all the time. Like it's not like you go up and then you got to wait for bloodlines in or micro like a madman to kind of make it work. With you can just go straight in and try to get the early damage. That's why I like Franks too. Like Franks are really, really good. And yeah, so pause for 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry. I'll come back, and we're back. And we shoot the ball comes in for Sotor, and we haven't had any ball lures in regards to Wolfie yet. But he is grabbing his ball now, which is good. We've got 3 on wood. Got the house coming in. We've got the house balls coming in. That's really, really good. Got the got all the sheep coming in. Got the nice wall there. Let's talk about the maps now. In a way, yes, I do like it. Like long term, I like this map for blue because yes, the berries are on the front, but once you take the berries, you've got a nice wall off there, a wall off there, and wall off there. I mean, I'm always a glass half full kind of person, and yes, forward golds and stuff like that are not great. Like forward golds, yes, I'm a little bit, you know, I wouldn't be too happy in regards to that. But forward berries, I mean, yes, it is an imposition at the start. You do have to reconsider, right? I need the map control to keep my berries and keep them, like, you know, away from that. As the second ball comes in, Wolfie gets the second ball. Got 16 to 16. 4 seconds TC on time for Wolfie, and 1 TC seconds on idle time for Swan. No. We've got the fella on the berries. And then yeah, we've got Kick of the Vills coming up. Got the Walls coming up. And then yeah, we got. Is he pushing him deer at the moment? Just have a quick look. He has been pushing in a few deer, which is fantastic. Good to see Wolfie doing that. It's really, really good. Just 2, which is done 2, that's all you need. That's all you need. Like, I do 3 to 4 because I'm greedy as, and I want to get the biggest, and that sometimes can be a downfall. But 2 is fantastic. Like, getting in 2 is really good. You'll be able to afford it. So that's fantastic. Very good play from Wolfie. And as for the blue player, has only pushed in, I think, 1. There's only 3 out here. So if you have 4 per gen, there's 2, 4. Yep. So he would have pushed in 1. And yeah, so 18 pop for Wolfie. 18 pop for our blue player, which is a standard scout. 18 pop, loom into scouts and try and get the wall off villager. But Wolfie's doing the walls. I like this wall, like a little bit out, backing around. That's really good. Secures the gold. I like this wall temporarily, is really good. Maybe, I know it might be controversial, but even just a wall out here, but with the build that he's doing, I think is fine. With Magyars, it's all good. Like, with what he's building, like, he has seen the scout. Oh, yep, perfect scouting. So, yep, he's made a definitely perfectly informed decision to do this. See, if it was archers, I'd probably say maybe a little bit that way and try to contain this gold. But even then, you just have to. The golds are rough. The stone's really good. I'd like to see Wolfie wall this area, but it's good to get the walls up. Like, the opponent's already on getting 2 scouts out now. Wolfie's hit and got the double bid axe straight away, which is really good. Wolfie's super good. I like the double lumber can. He's really, like, this is amazing. Well played. Like, getting the double lumber camp a lot more efficient. Eco, you got 6 on the berries, which is really good. You got, bullberry a little bit early, admittedly, yes. But I'm not I'm one of those people not too concerned about, Wolfie, getting wheelbarrow early, and this is really good. Really good. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if it reduces your TC idle time, that's good. And market walls and got the wall off. So he's definitely figured out the timing. He's got that down pat. And all he needs to do now is just farm. He's got 6 on berries, which is really good, which has kept the TC running. And because he's got that wood, and he's got the the horse collar, because Franks get that for free, which makes it quite smooth. And then he's gonna keep going up. He's gonna do a few lage boom. And he's got this guy's doing a bit of a breakdancing. So sorry for the thing. A little bit of a pause. But so we got 3. We've got Reds collected. So Reds collected heavily in favour of Wolfie, and really good. And you got 10 farms out so far. The opponent's got 10, so very even. But Wolfie's got a lot more village. We got 1 kill in favour of 1 kill. I think Wolfie's scout went down. I'm sorry, I must have missed that. So Blue's trying to get in, and Wolfie's just walling up, which is really good. And like I said to Wolfie, like, stick with your guns. Like, this is insanely good, like what he does. Fuel Age booms are super underrated, but it's just what you do with it. Like, because fast castles, like, alright, get fast damage in and you get 1 or 2 knights, and yeah, that works, but like, you also only get 1 or 2 knights with that. And if it doesn't work, then if you haven't placed a TC, you're in a massive deficit when they don't take any damage, then you go up. But if you do a Feudal Age boom, is what Wolfie's doing, when you go up, you can go 3 stables straight away and go mental with the knight production, and then it's an unstoppable force. I mean, yes, you do have a window if you don't make fuels. And if the person goes fast castle and they go through 3 TCs, then yeah, different kettle of fish again. You know, then it's just what you do with the feudal boom is really the key, and having a plan, which is what Wolfie is known for. Having a plan of, right, okay, I want this res at this time, my res needs to go in, perfect, gold mining upgrade comes in. I like the fact that he didn't build the mining camp until he needed it. This is fantastic. This is huge. The scouts come in. Ooh. But he pulls away. He hasn't got any defense at the moment. But nonetheless, he pulls the scout away. Haven't got any eco kills yet. But this Vil will go down. You can't Vil fight. I don't know why Blue decided to pull that away. Maybe he's just trying to, but he's walling the scouts in. He wants the scouts to be in, but Blue dives underneath the TC. TCs can't hit anything like at all. But yeah, he hasn't got it. He's got two kills, but two eco kills in favour of Blue, which is not the best, but not the worst. Like, lost 2, I reckon that's pretty even. Got early handcart. Yeah, rule of thumb is 30. I think the early wheelbarrow ain't too bad, but I think early handcut's a bit too much. My rule of thumb is 50 to 60 due to training with a professional. That's just what I've been taught, so that's now gospel in my head. Like, Andy's 1.5k. Like, I'm not going to really question what that, and he has told me the reason why. Like, because wheelbarrow affects the speed of the Vils no matter what resources they are on. So, admittedly, yes, having the 15 to 16 farms does help when you go up. Is a maximum efficiency of that specific tech, but there is a limit of Vils that you get to that it should be researched regardless. It doesn't just affect farms. So we got that, and we got yeah, so we got the wood double bit coming in. What have we got? So we got a CA transition. We've got we haven't got any of the upgrades yet. For the CA, we haven't got ballistics. Sorry, wrong one. Jet flexion coming in. But yeah, I looked at the wrong one. Wolfie's got 1-1, which is really good. And I like how he's done 1-1 so far, and he's gonna mass. And he's actually spending a lot more on his eco, this is amazing. Like, because he knows he's not pushing out, and Blue's being real greedy. So to me, what he's doing is an absolute misplay. Because I know Wolfie, and yes, it does take a bit for the build up, but once it's there, like, he hits like a truck. and because he gets his early upgrades in, this is really, really good. I like this play. Yes, the CA might be a bit of an issue, but at the moment, as it stands, he's got 3 at the moment. He'll get 4 more, but he's got 46 fuels coming up, so I think Wolfie needs to. I think he needs to queue these up a bit more. He's got. Where's his res? Yep, he's getting more in. He's got more, get more queued up, and the opponent's trying to get in at the moment. He's just trying to scare him away with just 1, which is good, and just to kind of get him out, which is great. Like, it's like a bit of a gotcha, but it kind of just buys him just a tad of time to get that extra knight out. And yeah, I like this from Wolfie, even just not even getting in damage, but DA might get in, but you got the second armor in, and second armor, knights do counter CA, but you do need your upgrades. That's the trick with the knights. Like, once you get to a certain point with them, I mean, admittedly, yes, once they're super mass, got all their upgrades, yes, they are a better unit, but in the early stages, not so much. But Blue with the really good micro does get a bit of a clear up, so I think Wolfie needs to yeah, step on the gas, maybe get some more knights out, maybe even just put another, yep, so it's getting another stable, that's good. Maybe even some Scorp seed. What I would do now, personally for me, this is me, Wolfie plays differently, and yes, the mass knights do work, but another thing you can do is put a workshop in, start making Scorps. Knight Scorp is a fantastic composition. The good thing is, they go mangoes. The knights pick off mangoes, so that's kind of thing, and then you quite in and out back into it. But admittedly, Blue did miss micro, and Wolfie did get that mass down, which is fantastic. And he hasn't got husbandry. Now, the rule of thumb with the CA is husbandry before bloodlines, 100%. I mean, if you can get bloodlines up, great, but if you can't, like, say for instance you've got heaps of stuff in, I mean, you'll always get bloodlines before you're going up, then yeah, but yeah, so let's have a look at the resource collector. So there's 2k more for Blue. We're heavily on stone, so it's looking to get a castle, probably get a bit more of a mass, and then castle and try to win. But admittedly, Wolfie's still queuing up views and he's still growing that eco. Now, I like how he's doing this. Now that he can do this, he's got that more, I think, more on wood now, which I think he's transferring on wood. I like how he's still keeping the TC running. Even just having a little bit of eco, like, just at least keep the 1 TC, which is great. I love how he's playing. This is good. He did lose a couple of knights up here, but meh, that's alright. Like, he's getting a massive lead now. Like the resource collected isn't too much different. The TC idle time's quite low for Blue, so well, admittedly, they're both playing fantastic. So this is a very solid game by both of them for what they're trying to achieve. Like, obviously they're trying to achieve 2 different things. I think it's a double 3 TC is a bit much. But obviously if Wolfie doesn't attack, which I know that Wolfie will attack at some point, we'll do quite well. So yeah. So Wolfie comes in with his knights, I think, waiting for me, I'd wait 2 extra rams, but this might work. You know, when it comes to night play, Wolfie's pretty well got it covered. Like I've seen fights where I think, oh yeah, you know, that will get cleared up, and it never does though. We'll wait and see how it goes. I think this will go well. I think, yep, this is perfect. Like have probably 3 or 4 nights. See, he's trying to lure them out, but this is very good control by Wolf. He's splitting these up. Fantastic. This is great. Got the knights in queue. Got the rams in queue. So he's definitely fine tuning this strat. This is great. This is exactly what you want to do with this strat. This is perfect. Like, and the GG is called. Very well done. And this is Wolfie's official 1K. Congratulations. This is fantastic. You've got a bit of TC all the time, you can work on that. But figuratively speaking, you do have to have that to kind of get that up, to get to what you need to. So he would have had to idle his TC to get the night production going, with a little bit of vills here and there. But yeah, then keep the numbers down, which he did. Admittedly, he did lose a few, but and then once he got to a point where he could just queue this thing up, he got to a mass, and then bang. That's really good. But now blue can't do nothing. He can just come out, pop out C8, and then he's dead. I mean, I think blue walled there. He's got the field lead. It'd probably be alright, but I think it'd be an uphill battle because the CA didn't kill enough of these, and yeah, I still think it's game. Like GG, very well played. Congratulations, and yeah, blue is floating a lot. Blue could have, yeah, dropped say 3 or 4 more of these. Had a lot less farms, and or even this, get all your upgrades. Mix in light cav. At this point, you can probably mix in some light cav. Like your opponent's going castle, so you can't particularly boom back castle then imp. Not with 1 TC. If you see a 1 TC, you never do that, because you know if your opponent's doing that, it means that where's the other resources going to? It's not going into TCs and vills. It must be going into military. It has to. That's the only other option. But yeah, very well played, Wolfie. I like the resource allocation, not building that number camp straight away, getting the farms up because he knows that he doesn't need that gold straight away. That's the extra 3 farms, and now he's got 20 farms. 20 farms, but he had only 20 farms because he also had the wood for the rams. He is floating a bit more wood. He probably could have, if you wanted to be nitpicky, yep, put more farms on or sell a fair bit of this, and then once you sell a bit of that, probably transfer 4 over to gold. But that's just like really small things. Like that's if you're being nitpicky. Like that's just something to consider. Like if you're going to say 1200 or something like that, that's what you would consider to get to that elo. Just those little things, but even then, it's still really good. GG, well played. I'm going for intermission phase. I'm going to go for intermission. Intermission.
All right. I'll turn to replays. All right. We have a second Wolfie game. We'll just boot this one up. So this is now we go to
casting games. On the left-hand side, we have Wolfie playing as the Franks, and this would be he's done really well. Like now he's 80, like he's in that 1K1 range. Fantastic, congratulations. I'm really happy to see that he's in this range. This is long. He's taken a bit, working hard, and the tourneys really help. Like he's just finished a tournament. Like he done really well, I reckon. He had a lot of very hard opponents. Our group was insanely strong. We had very, very strong plays, which is really, really good. That's great. So we got the ball coming in now. Which is good for red, and yeah, like now that you're getting into this realm, things are going to be very on point. Like things are going to zero very little idle time, which Wolfie is at that stage. He is that 1K guy, like, which is great. You know, seeing very little eco TCO. This number is the biggest thing on any RTS. You can carry that on to StarCraft. You can carry that on to any other game, and this here will always be the biggest denominator of a success of a player, because it means that this also, the reason why as well is the allocation of resources is correct. If you can keep that at a 0 or 4, you're still going to have a little bit of it. Some games are a bit more, you cannot get away with it at all. But this one you can get away with it, and you have to a little bit. You kind of have to a little bit, because if you don't hit certain transitions on the correct timing with the meta on that particular time, you won't be able to, keep up. And yeah, so anyway, enough about my ramble on that. We got the walls coming up now. Wolfie's base is just, it's bad. Like, that's the only word. Like, you got a forward bear, he's a forward god. Like, I'm one of those people who try to glass half full. This is one of those moments when you can't. And admittedly, red, while he doesn't have a great base himself, I'd much rather this. This is a heck of a lot better. So we got the Mongols, and Mongols, well, they're very overpowered. Their hunt's insane. You can pull off 25 pops on Atacama, which is it's ridiculous. Like, you should never be able to do such a big, like a strong build like that with very little ease. Like, someone that's 900 elo can easily pull off 25 pop with idle time and the rest, and still manage to get it off. But admittedly, to me, they do fall off late game. It might be a little bit controversial considering they got Drill Siege, but like, say for instance, you got Bohemians with the hoof neats there in the help. There's with correct micro with hoofs, wagons. Yes, admittedly the wagons do get shredded, but if you get a good bunch of shots with it, they're dead. So yes and no. It just depends how it's all played. That's the beauty about this game. There isn't really much civs that they do die. Some do die off, but there's a certain way you can play them, and they'll always have a power spot no matter where it is. Now we've got a bit more res collected, which is standard for Mongols. He's going up with 17 pop, which is pretty standard for Mongols. Like, Mongols could probably can do 14 ups or even 13 ups. Get the feudal and get 2 or 3 scouts, and then yeah, just pick off vills, and they might not even have loom yet, kind of thing. So it's pretty insane what they can do. But Wolfie's done a fantastic job with the walling. I like this walling. This walling is great. You have to do it. This is the only way you're gonna do it. I mean, it is more walling, but once the walls do come in, it's good. And I like this 20 pop. Like 20 pop's good for to me with the way he plays. But we got the scouts coming out, so I like how he's setting out 2 bills. Probably send more. I'm a little bit more right. Okay, it's Mongols, but which he is now. Like sending out the third bill now, and he's forcing these walls up because he knows that his opponent's up. He's probably got 4 or 5 scouts on 17 pop, and yeah, like that's just pretty basic Mongol stuff. They can do insane things with very little effort. But admittedly, Red hasn't got any. He's got the timings late because Wolfies knows this, and he's like, right, okay, I need to get these walls down, but he needs to rush these up. I think just tap them. Yep, and they're gonna get in, which is pretty unfortunate. We've got 3, and yeah. This is pretty bad. We got 2, we got 3, and yeah. At this point, you delete these, and then you'd want to get Spearman out. Good pullback from Wolfie. Stragglers will be pretty key at the moment, and I also think that yeah. Yep, so he's getting the barracks down now, which is good. And yeah, this is pretty rough, but he's got some idle time. Red's got a lot of idle time, so while he has killed a lot, he hasn't really got much of a lead on it. And yeah, Wolfie's done a great job. He could have lost a lot more than what he did, because Red has got the map control. He could slowly, and that's the thing about map, like having early feudal. You don't need to rush these walls up. You don't need to rush these walls up at all, because but yeah, yeah, this is now it's starting to get a bit. I think if you're in this situation, it's what is 20 wood. Yeah, this is rough. Maybe a small wall, like once he doesn't, But yeah, I think like once he leaves, just house wall or palisade and put a gate down, and then just gate it here. I know it sounds you're having walls within your walls, but at least your vills have got somewhere. This is, you got to treat it like it's open now, because you haven't got any military on the field to clear these out. I'd probably put these in, and yeah, and because he's streaming in heaps and heaps and heaps of scouts, and yeah, so we've got Wilbur coming in for Wolfie, so this has got to be pretty full on, but he's not that far off castle. So, and he's got spears out, which is good, but I think the scouting, if he scouted that he got, which he did, but the opponent, he had to build more walls. That's pretty much it. Like his gen was pretty bad, like, so you can't really do too much with it. But he has got the clear up now, which is great. So, admittedly, right now, you want to be doing damage. Like, you want to be getting up to castle and you just go, which he is going all in, but I'd be a lot more prompt to get damage. I'd probably even go to barracks and put a siege workshop on the hill there and then start pushing with mangoes like straight away and just keep it massive because you know that he's not going to be in castle for a while, and if you just start mangoing and scorping, then he's got to put money in. Like, he can't spend his res on going up. Well, he can, but there's a massive risk. You're already up, so that would probably be, in my eyes, the best way. But you never know. Might end up, Red's putting a heap of idle time, so Wolfie might not be too much damage in the end. The castle comes in. Now, we've got not much res on the table at the moment. And I think maybe even selling some. We've got the gold mining coming up, so he is keeping the eco upgrades going, which is, he really needs to do this in the situation he is in. I think dropping a stable, maybe even just getting the first armor upgrade and then get some pressure in, and then just the good thing is about Siege, and this is what I love about Siege, is you can get that pressure in, and if you mix it in with the other stuff, it's all good to go. And then yeah, so we've got 2 stables coming up. We've got 10 farms. Now, I think we got 5 for TC. 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably want 5. So for me personally, in this situation, I'd probably do 1. Just because you got to say to yourself, like, is that going to feed both of this and that? Because if it isn't, then you haven't placed enough farms. So, yeah. The castle age coming in now. Which is good. We've got the other mining upgrade coming in, so he's trying to get any little bit of extra advantage in with the resources, and probably using a bit of flangling with the market, which is good. The res collected is 1k more for red. But yeah, the second armor upgrade's coming in now. He's flying in these upgrades, which is, in this situation, yes, you've got to get that ball rolling. You've got to get out there. You've got to get. Red does 3 TCs. Now, he has done a lot of damage, but getting into castle and 3 TCs is never the go. Unless your opponent just doesn't do anything on the map, and then you get away with it. But in my opinion, on an open map, you do not go 3 TCs straight away. You go 2 TCs, you get a bit of army on the field, try to get a bit of damage in, and then when you are getting a bit of damage into the eco, even if you don't go for the killing blow, at least keep their numbers down, and then add the TC, and then you can go low military numbers. But always keep scouting. That's the beauty about it being on the front, is if you're on the front, then you know what your opponent's doing, and you know what you're working with, or know, roughly figure out, okay, this is what I need for this. Red's out in the field at the moment, which is, he's doing exactly this. It's to be expected that getting army out in the field is quite okay, maybe. Flame jays, okay. Alright. So yeah, we got some pressure coming in from Red. He's trying to boat in here, but Wolfie's got a heap of knights coming out, so yeah. He so we got the knights coming out now. It's really good. We've got more knights coming out now. And then yeah, we've got more camels, so Red switched into camels, which is good, very good from him to be switching into camels. Camels is definitely going to counter this, but yeah. Now he's got two spearmen out in the field. I'd like to see Pike Knight in with camel is very good. You still want to be making knights. You don't want to be like denying that. Trick is with any Sith and any way of doing it is you've got to make sure that when you are doing it that you base your unit composition around one unit and to complement it, or whatever it counters, you counter it. So that's why I believe the knights, admittedly, camels are pretty weak at the start, but this is just in theory camels. But the Mongol camels, like, they are generic camels, so they're not like, you know, if you've got Saracens or Hindustanis where they got faster attacking camels, or Gunjaras where they specialise in camels, so they're not anything to write home about. They will be cost efficient, but yeah, so Brett gets to clean up here, so this will be an interesting game. I wonder what Wolfie will do to kind of counter it, whether AU will just overwhelm the opponent with more knights, which could be the play. Numbers is more like, again, adding some pikes would be really good to this army. It's trash, and it's always good to mix trash. The spearmen come out forward, which is really good. So utilising the leftover field army, which they will do quite a bit of damage to these camels. Well, let's have a look. We've got Mangonite coming out from the castle over here. Now, we've got the resource collector 16.5k to 14.7k. And yeah, so a little bit of a discrepancy in regards to that, but admittedly Wolfie's on 1 TC. The opponent's in 71 builds, but Wolfie's starting to get a bit more of a momentum. We've got 2-2 for Wolfie. We only got 1-1, and that's why Wolfie's taking very good traits. Is the armor upgrades are really good. I'd like to see Wolfie start making siege now, or even castle drop would be good. Which admittedly, yeah, I don't know why the spectator overview settings, graphics, settings, sounds, graphics, casting. I will resume. That's all good. Watch. Turn the map. Play. So yeah, sorry for noob casting. The opponent approaching down here. So yeah, apologise for that. Should change the name. But yeah, we got the clear up for Wolfie. Well, off from not from Wolfie, from Creatine Man. But yeah, with this, I think maybe even Scorpions, or can't really go Skirms. Maybe yeah, I think not Bite. I think is the way to go for this. But Wolfie is getting the eco going. He's got 7 minutes to TCI for, which is very small for the amount of gameplay he's got at the moment. He's still really doing well to clear all this up. So yeah, we've got 2 rounds coming out, and yeah, which is really good. We are out, but yeah, nice cleanup. Red overextended and didn't have the whole group together, and as a result, we managed to clean up that, which is good. We got 1-1. This is the power of upgrades, but Red's transitioning into Mangonite. And I think Mangonite's been nerfed recently because they don't particularly seem as strong as they used to be. Got the second castle coming up. 4th TC coming up on the other side. Red's got a big base, but we got the Rams coming out. We got the 4th stable coming out, so Wolfie's really putting it on the gas now. I think in this situation, maybe a bit more. One team with Village Castle, a bit bold to be out here with 1 build. But yeah, got the 2 Rams coming in now. Wolfie's decided, alright, okay, I'm just gonna take out the TC at the moment. And then we got and missed micro from Red. Gets him melee range of the Knights, which is not the greatest. But yeah, I think as much as it sounds bad to say that Frank Skirms is doing well with the Knights and the Camels, but for these guys, they have tracked really bad Skirm, I know, but that would probably be the ideal solution for this. But Wolfie's still coming in, and this is insane. This is absolutely insane pressure. And look at the builds coming down now, like 26, 29, so they're going down heaps. And once he gets back here, there's a heap of builds with big kills. And this is insane. This is really good, top-notch play from Wolfie. If Red put one of the castles in here, it's a bit different story, but put them on the outsides, got a bit greedy with the castles, and as a result, with all these ecos in here, and just completely wipes it. Now Wolfie's on par with his opponent, and now he's, yeah. And I think this is GG. This is insane pressure. This is really good. This is a major comeback, but he lost heaps of hills at the start, which, yeah. And the GG and the game ends 70 Knights to 43 camels. This is really good. All right, cool, awesome. So I'm gonna end the stream now. I want to put this on. Yeah, I've got to do some stuff, and if anyone's watching, thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. I'll be streaming a lot on the weekend. But yeah, stay tuned. I've got a show match tomorrow for Solifide stream, and I'm excited to do that. Hope you enjoy your day. See ya.